aimed at ending industrial action on the Southern Rail network have ended without a deal. It means drivers will go ahead with a 24-hour strike tomorrow and a 2-day walkout next week. Two unions are currently in dispute with the rail operator over changes to the role of guards on trains. Our reporter Mark Ashdown has been giving us the latest from the Department for Transport this evening.
It's very noisy here this evening. About 250 rail passengers gathered at Victoria Station just up the road about 45 minutes ago, an hour ago, marched down here, just down the road to the Department for Transport, where they are chanting outside now. There are banners, they're chanting DFT, shame on you. They're calling for the Secretary of State, Chris Grayling, if he doesn't intervene, to resign. So temper's really boiling over here. Passengers at their wits' end, many of them telling me. They're at the end of their tether, they just want a good service. And they're not getting that. They haven't for about the past year or so. Let's talk to a couple of the organisers here, Brad and Martin. Brad first. I mean, you are just ordinary travellers, I guess, who just had enough.
You know, we have had enough. You know, this disruption is not just on strike days, it's every single day of the week. When it takes me 4 hours to get home nearly every week now, that is not the strikes. It's not good enough for our MPs to stand up in Parliament and blame all this on the unions. This government is failing us and we want action. We want transparency and we want them to step up and sort this problem out.
There were talks today, but clearly it doesn't appear like they're getting any closer to resolving it.
Exactly. You know, it's the DFT. They're the ones who need to sort this mess out. If they're going to distance themselves and say, look, this has got nothing to do with us, this is Southern's problem, this situation is not going to be resolved. This is a management company. We are spending out millions, £50 million of our taxpayers' money to prop up Southern Rail, and it's simply not good enough anymore.
OK, Martin, and just to reiterate the point, you are just normal commuters, really, who want to get to work, who've had enough, and you're paying lots of money for it.
Absolutely. You know, we just want to get from A to B. You know, we want to get to see our family. We want to get to work on time. We want to be at appointments on time, and we're not being provided with a service, you know, that allows us to do that. And ultimately, the buck stops with the government. You know, Chris Grayling can say and blame unions all he wants. He has got to take ultimate responsibility here. There's been about 18 strike days this year. That's 18 strike days too many. But what about the other 347 non-strike days where Southern Rail have pretty much failed completely to offer a service? And some people are paying thousands and thousands of pounds for the privilege. Fares are going up 2.3% on January the 3rd. You know, how much more can commuters take? It is simply not good enough. The government are failing, Southern are failing, and we're here today to say enough is enough.
Just a note on the unions, though. I mean, there have been lots of experts come out saying these changes are safe. The concerns, you know, perhaps are not founded. I mean, do you then blame the government now? The unions, do they have anything to say here?
Well, you know, like I said, 18 strike days, one strike day is too many. But I think, you know, legitimate safety concerns have to be listened to. And, you know, strikes aren't a cause of this crisis. They're a symptom of a failing company. And, you know, we want to we've got a message today to say we want a functional rail service. We don't really care about the strikes. We just want a service that runs on a daily basis so we can get to where we want to be.
OK, well, so thanks for joining us. They can certainly hear you. There is more misery ahead, though. There's another full strike day planned tomorrow and more over the festive period and into January as well. So it doesn't look like this is going to be resolved anytime soon.